Not all magnesium supplements are the same, not even close. Some forms absorb at 45%, and one of the most popular forms on drugstore shelves absorbs at less than 4. Today, Tahya of Bosmora and Raffaele of 1H Scripts break down every major form of magnesium, what it's best for, and one critical calculation most people are getting completely wrong when they read the label.
Welcome back to the Scoop on Supplements, episode 3 of 7 of our magnesium series, and this is one people have been asking about. Which form of magnesium should I take? Raffaele, let's get into it.
Let's do this. And I want to start with something that might be a little uncomfortable. A lot of people are spending real money on magnesium supplements and absorbing almost none of it because form matters enormously, and most labels do not make it obvious.
Walk us through the main ones.
Starting with the best absorbed, magnesium glycinate, sometimes labeled bisglycinates. This is magnesium chelated to the amino acid glycine. It absorbs at roughly 45%, which is the highest of any common form. Glycine itself has a calming effect on the nervous system, so this form is particularly good for sleep, anxiety, and muscle cramping. This is also very gentle on the stomach, no laxative effects.
So that's a good form to use in the evening.
It is. Next to that is magnesium malate. Magnesium bound to malic acid. Malic acid is a key intermediate in the citric acid cycle, the process your mitochondria uses to make energy. This form absorbs about 35% and tends to direct towards muscle tissue. It's excellent for energy production, chronic fatigue, and post-exercise recovery. Best taken in the morning.
Then there's magnesium citrate, which is probably the most widely sold form.
Citrate is a solid, reliable workhorse. About 30% absorption, generally well tolerated, very cost effective. It has a mild osmotic laxative effect at higher doses, which can actually be useful for people who deal with constipation. It does not have the tissue-specific targeting of glycinate or malate, but as a general deficiency correction tool, it does its job. It's the form I carry in my own line, and I position it honestly, dependable general coverage at an accessible price point.
I want to make sure we mention magnesium L3 because it has a very different story from all the others.
This one is fascinating. L3 was developed specifically to cross the blood-brain barrier, which most forms of magnesium cannot do effectively. The research on it, including work that originated at MIT, shows it can raise magnesium levels in the brain and cerebrospinal fluid in ways other forms simply do not. It is a preferred form for cognitive aging, memory support, and neurological applications.
But it requires higher dosing, typically 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of a compound to get a meaningful elemental dose, and it's more expensive.
Correct. And that brings me to the most important point of this entire episode: elemental magnesium versus compound weight. This is the single thing people get confused by on labels. When a bottle says 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, that 400 milligrams includes the glycine molecules. The actual elemental magnesium, the part your body uses, is about 80 milligrams. You must look at the elemental magnesium line on the supplement facts panel, not the compound weight.
That is such a common source of confusion. I actually flagged that on a label review at Bosmora recently. The labeling on a lot of products is technically legal, but practically misleading for the consumer.
2 more to cover. Magnesium taurate, magnesium bound to taurine. Taurine independently supports vascular tone and heart rhythm. So taurine is a form with the most specific cardiovascular research behind it. And we will talk about that more in episode 4. And then magnesium oxide. Please write this down, approximately 4% absorption. 4. It is extremely common in budget drugstore products because it is cheap to manufacture, but you are absorbing almost nothing. Its only legitimate use is as a short-term laxative.
4%. That should be on the front of every bottle that sells it as a supplement.
A couple of practical notes. For anyone over 50, absorption efficiency naturally declines. So prioritizing the high bioavailability forms, glycine, malate, citrate, becomes increasingly important. And for athletes or anyone training regularly, research suggests you may need 100 to 200 milligrams per day above baseline to compensate for what's lost through sweat and the increased demands of muscle metabolism.
Spotify listener, hit the poll and let us know what you want us to cover next after this series. We are always building based on what you care about.
Episode 4 gets specific. What does magnesium mean for men 45 to 59? We get into cardiovascular health, testosterone, body composition, and blood pressure. It is dense with really good data.
See you then. Follow the show, drop a comment, and share this with someone who is trying to figure out the supplement aisle.